folks, and welcome to Subjective Thoughts. And our comic for today is Canto, A Place Like Home, Issue 2 by Dark Horse. Now, there is fighting and violence in this one, so if you are in any way squeamish, you have been warned. Also, spoilers. Alright, here's the team. So, when we left off Canto in issue 1, he just saw, because he's linked to the Shrouded Man, the Shrouded Man has gone to New Arcana to, kill all of his people with his army. They saw that through him. Now, in this issue, we start off with Kento telling Rakata and the other knights that are with them to grab the chains, going to chain up Falco and take him down the tower. Now, Rakata starts like, wait, but why not the stairs? And Kento's like, Rakata, listen to me. And Rakata tells him, I'm sorry, Kento, we shouldn't have left without telling you. We shouldn't have come here. And Kento tells him, it's all right, and we can't take the stairs because there are too many guards to fight off. So they chain up Falco and start going down the tower, all of them together. And it's, of course, very dangerous, especially with them carrying Falco. So they go down, but then the female knight, she accidentally, I think either slips or moves too fast, and the chains break. All the ones besides the one that's attached to Rakata, and he falls together with Falco. Canto screams no, but Rakata and Falco are saved by the Molrax. There we go. It's this creature, and they're called Molraxes. He's saved by Kento's Molrax. He grabs them and cushions their fall. So they're alright. Rakata's like, I never thought I'd be so happy to see you. As the Molrax licks him a bit. So Kento and the rest go down. And Kento says, good work, my friend. He chains up Falco to the Molrax, and he says, alright, Rakata, you take... the Molrax can't carry all of us. I forgot what name he gave his Molrax, or did he have a name? But he tells him he can't take all of us. You take Rakata, and I mean, you take Falco on the Molrax and go and get him to or not get to Elder, but get him back to New Arcana. And Rakata says, no, Kento, you have the Shrouded Man's heart in your chest. You need to stay safe and go. You go instead, and we'll be right behind you. And I think and he asks how. And Rakata looks at the opening to a sewer, and there's lightning eyes of the spiders. And he says, I got an idea. And one of the other knights says, I think I'd rather walk. Not excited riding on the spider. Can't blame him. Back to New Arcana, the Shrouded Man tells his army to light a pyre. I think he means to burn Elder's body to show the smoke as a sign to everyone. And then the female knight from the first issue, Essa, if that's how you pronounce that, it means spirit. She calmly said, you will do no such thing. And she starts fighting the Shrouded Man, and the Shrouded Man mocks her and says, you probably have a name too, little knight. And she said, yes, it means spirit. And he said, it also means ghost, which is what will be left of you. He throws her down, but then before he finishes her off with a sword, one of the slavers comes, the bull guy that was with Kento in the last series. He's the one where his mother and his brother stood against the Shrouded Man and paid for it. So he approaches the Shrouded Man. The Shrouded Man says, kneel. You're the only one of your family that didn't didn't stand against me, and you're also the only one alive. So kneel, and I will spare your people. They'll fight alongside me, and the slave. I'm just gonna call it slave because I don't remember the name. And he said, "Do you promise?" And then the shrouded man says, "Kneel," and he does. And Esther's like, "No, you promised Canto that you'll help us." And he says, "This is a war. I have to use all of the methods that I can. And one of them is negotiation. And in this case, negotiation used to distract the enemy." And the shrouded man's about to bring down the sword, but then the slaver brings up his stops him with his own sword. And then he yells for the unnamed world. And then the whole huge army of slavers come charging together with the knights. So a fight breaks out. The knights are fighting the shrouded man's army. So are the slavers alongside each other. The slaver, the leader, he's facing off. He's fighting them, and then he's fighting the shrouded man. And then the shrouded man uses his magic and kicks him and a bunch of other slavers away from him. And then Essa falls. She's fighting, and one of the shrouded man's creatures is about to kill her. Before that, the slaver leader tells her, "You must fight, Essa. Remember what Canto said." And she starts to repeat it. She says, "Hour, hour." And then before the creature can kill her, Canto grabs her and pulls her to the mole racks and says, "Our time is our own." And then he calls to everyone to retreat. Retreat to the trees. And they all start running away. And then it says, like, "No, we can't leave Elder's body behind." And the slaver leader, he grabs and he said, "I got him, go." So they run back up to the trees. Falco is barely, his clock is barely ticking. And he's like, who tells him that? I think Rakata tells him that. He says, "I know." And Kanto stands, kneels in front of Elder and is like, "I couldn't save him." And yeah, it's too late for Elder. And I think Rakata tells him, "Yes, it's too late for Elder, but we couldn't save Elder, but we can still save Falco." And Kanto's like, "I can't help. I can't give him some of my time because now I got the shrouded man's heart beating in my chest." And Rakata tells him, "You can't, but we can." So he, Essa, the other three knights that were with him, they all open their chests, and they give Rakata not Rakata, Falco some of their time. Oh, and before that, as they climb up on the trees to their new home in Arcana, they release some kind of rings that knock back the shrouded man's army. Yeah, they do that, and then 1 second. Oh yeah, Elder may be gone, but there's still time to save Falco. And I can't. Yeah, I forgot for a second. Okay, there we go. There we go. And then there's some words from the Shrouded Man. He tells him, "False knight that carries my heart. When will you learn you can't save him?" And then he said, "I told you this world will burn." And then someone yells, I'm not sure who, they're setting New Arcana on fire. And then the last sentence is the Shrouded Man says, "This world will burn and your people will be the kindling." And that is it. That is the end of the second issue. Okay, cover. That's a cool one. Look at the fight scene and the mole racks. That's awesome. Akento is standing on his shoulder about to attack. Very nice. Mole Rex, I think no, he's that color. I think if I remember, he's an older mole Rex than the other ones. At least now I remember what they're called. These creatures. But yeah, it's very cool. I feel like maybe the background should have been a little maybe lighter, bring out more to bring out Kento and the fight scene some more. But other than that, awesome. Okay, let me show you the inside. There we go. You see, that's Ricotta over there with the spiky mohawk, mini mohawk. There's the rest of them. That's the other Lady Knight, and those are the other two that came to help them. Okay, and there you see they're climbing down, carrying old Falco. And then, oh no, the chains snap. Uh-oh. Except this one. And you see Falco and the Ricotta are falling down. Like, oh no. Good thing the Molrax was there. They would have been fucked, probably. Alright, as always, Drew Zucker's art, great. Especially with the Kentos. Okay. So, the story progresses. I'm glad there's at least fighting. But man, I can't wait till the Shrouded Man and Kento finally face off each other. Actually face off each other. I don't imagine the Shrouded Man's gonna fuck off now from the battlefield. But what's going to happen to Kento's people and slavers? The Shrouded Man's burning everything, and I don't imagine they've prepared for a scenario like that. And what are they gonna do? Unless they can summon some magical firefighters or suddenly make it rain. I don't know what they can do. Oh man. I can't wait. I really always think Kento like shove the Shrouded Man's heart back into him. But then that means Kento will die. Man, one hand I want to see the conclusion. On the other hand, I hope Kento doesn't die. But it might end with him dying. Sacrificing himself to finally end the reign of the Shrouded Man. And I wondered in the last issue, like, what's gonna happen after he does that? Will everything the Shrouded Man done magically, would it be undone now? Will Kento's people revert back to what they used to be? Because I still don't know how they were created. Are they created? How are more of them created? They obviously can't reproduce, I imagine. It's just how did so many of them came to be? That's the question. Oh, and that's of course what the and Wizard of Oz with the what's it called, the Metal Man? No, it wasn't called the. Okay, cars. So we had the Scarecrow. Yeah, I think maybe the Metal Man. Yeah, because he wanted a heart. Or the Tin Man. Sorry, the Tin Man wanted to have a heart again. Oh no, I know the Lion wanted courage. The Tin Man wanted to heart, I think. And the Scarecrow wanted a brain. Yes. Yeah, just I have it's still issue 3, and then sadly I don't have the rest, but I really can't wait to see how this little wrap up. When we finally find out how the Shrouded Man looks as well, and how will we feel when he finally gets his heart back? That is the question. And how many of Kento's friends will actually survive this battle, or his people? And Slaver's people, too. That's another question. I can't wait for this epic battle to conclude. Alright, folks, that is it. This is so far what's happened. See what issue 3 has in store. Like I said before, I hope this really, though, will be the wrap-up of this saga. I feel like it's time to end this and... oh, I wonder if there'll ever be a prequel to maybe just see how the Shrouded Man became the Shrouded Man. That would be quite interesting. or how Kento's people became Metal Knights. I remember how the Tin Man became the Tin Man in Wizard of Oz. That was that was a little bit comical. Tragic, but a little comical. Yes. All right, folks. Remember, let me know if you read this one. What did you think? And that is it. Collect what you're passionate about and share it on YouTube. Bye.